So I did see no trespassing signs before, but I'm not really seeing any, and I haven't seen any in a while. And I see like stuff like this where you can just step through. And I'm wondering if the state actually put that in so that people, instead of tearing up the fence, they would just step through to go fishing. Kind of interesting. I definitely need to look up kind of the rules of the canal. I don't know anything about it. Well, here we are on the last properties. These two contiguous parcels are right here. And I did just see a no trespassing sign, but the funny thing is, just a little ways down is that little pass through that maybe somebody custom made that so they could just step through, or who knows. So you can see the sagebrush gets a little bit more intense over here. It's bigger and not quite as flat in this area here as it is down that way, but still very cool. I see some farms over that way, maybe a mile or two, a couple miles away, and just several miles of just open ground this way. Several thousand acres there of all open ground. So like I was saying, this whole entire piece is about 600-700 acres. I think it's 640 is what it looked like on the map, and they're all parceled up. A bunch of little 1 acre, 2 acre, 5 acre parcels out here. So our last thing to check is access going north out, because it took us a long time to get coming from that road. It took us quite some time to get here, and I'm hoping there might be a easier way to get in and out going this way, but probably not, but we'll see. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the video. It got kind of long. I talked a lot. I was pretty excited about this, and I still am. I think it's cool. And I'm gonna try my plan, and we're gonna add 5 more acres of land to our portfolio, which is, it doesn't look like much, but every little bit, it adds up over time. And eventually this is all gonna be for the kids or retirement. All the stuff we're doing, it's all going to them, you know. So we got to do as much as we can while we're here, and hopefully they can take over the throne and take care of us when we get old. Okay guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that last little video of the property. Now we're going to be heading back over to the tiny home project, but I just saw something pretty interesting out here, and I'm wondering if I need to maybe let the authorities know. I don't know, but there's some brand new equipment out here, and it doesn't look like there's any construction going on, so this is kind of weird. Let's check it out. So I was noticing we're on our way out of here. We're trying to find our way back out. We were going to go to the north. Didn't look like we were getting anywhere there, so I'm going to follow these telephone lines down to here and then cut back to the south. Something that caught my eye when I was driving by was these fresh tracks, obviously, and then this is very interesting here. We've got brand new. Oh, okay, so no, this is probably legit. He's gonna build a metal garage out here. Ah, this is so cool. I love to see it. Because so he's here. We were just over there, and our property is kind of, I don't know, roughly right over here. And we've got a guy that's out here. He's actually going to build himself a 42 foot long by 26 foot wide by 14 foot high building. And he's got all his equipment out here. It looks like it's been sitting for a few days too, because you can see there's no tracks. This is cool. I love it. So I think he's legit. I don't think this is stolen stuff. It's definitely an auction buy. I can just tell. He's got a lift here, so he can lift cars. And you got that little mini loader thingy bob, whatever the heck. So the little Chinese setup here. But hey, with a lot of motivation, the guy can do anything with this little thing right here. And that 42-foot long building, that's a pretty good size. I can't believe that whole building's in that crate. There's no way. I think that's just some pieces of it. That is pretty exciting. I don't know, I thought that might have been like somebody stole some stuff and dropped it off out here. But looking closer, I mean, it looks like it's somebody that has their own piece of property out here, just like what we're gonna have. And they're gonna build a little building. I'm telling you, 5 years from now, there's gonna be a bunch of those popped up out here. So we're trying to find our way out. Just working our way back towards the east. The landscape kind of changes a little bit. And we've got another canal. So this is a smaller canal here that I think I saw water in it when we came by earlier. I think that was the same one I was looking at. I couldn't imagine more than 2 of them being out here. I didn't really look at the map super close, but so this one here is another canal for farming. And we're gonna follow this path, starting to head back around to the south here. This will probably take us all the way back on out of here, I'm guessing. None of these little paths are actually marked on any kind of the map or anything. But I tell you, if I had the dozer with the disc out here, probably a couple long days of just playing around, I could straighten up some of these roads pretty good, get all the humps disced out of them, because they're pretty rough. There's some pretty bad spots in a couple different locations. There's lots of wildlife out here. Coyotes, quail, all kinds of stuff out here. You've seen jackrabbits, everything. So that's cool. They got water and they got a habitat to hang out. It's pretty neat. We're heading back in. Let's get over there to the tiny home, see what kind of things are happening over there. If I have time, Pete called me too, and I probably won't make it over there because I promised Lori that I would put a ceiling fan up at the house. We're doing our new office at the house, and she wants that ceiling fan up, and I've been putting it off for a while, and it's time. I got to get it done today. Wasn't expecting to see anybody else out here, but I got some beekeepers right here. They're right in there. I'm not gonna go bother them. It looked like they were I thought, oh, they're making meth or something out here. Yeah, but I saw the one guy's got the bee suit on, and I see the hives. So it kind of looked like they might have been like manufacturing something, but they're not. This is kind of cool. It's like hidden, like you're in a little jungle. Okay, we're making our way back in. That was fun. I don't know if you guys had as much fun as I did, but I really had a lot of fun out there. And seeing that guy with the little Mini X out there doing his thing, that sealed the deal for me. And I just talked to one of my other partners, and I told him about it, and he's a big time fisherman, and he's already talking about some way to put some a couple RVs out there or do something like that, which it's probably like a pie in the sky type thing. But I think what we're gonna just do right out of the gate is, just for fun, we're gonna put those up for, I want to go 20,000 a piece on the 1 acre parcels, and then 25, maybe 30,000. I think 30,000 on the so 20,000 for each 1 acre, and we'll do the $2,000 down, $200 a month. You pay the taxes. You pay the $12 a year in taxes. And then on the 2.5 acre one, we'll do 30. So that'll be $3,000 down and $300 a month. So I just took a $15,000. If that all works as planned, this is how you do it right here. I've already recouped $7,000 of my original investment just off the down payments, and then I'm getting a recurring payment every month of another $700 a month, and that's interest only. So it won't take long at all to recoup my investment. And I mean, if anybody can go out there and buy something for $15,000 and get a $700 a month return on it, I know people that'll buy that off you all day long, every single day. I could make those deals happen from now until eternity. So, you know, you just keep doing that, and pretty soon you end up with, you know, all this money coming in, and you end up like Ron, the guy that actually sold us the property. He literally bought the thing for 10 grand, didn't even put it in his name, called me. I said, yeah, I'll take it. He made 5 grand to make a phone call. And I'm super happy with it. I'm happy to give him the 5 grand because I think it's a great investment. So I know a lot of people think I'm crazy with all my beliefs and stuff, but I think I know how to make money. And this one here is definitely one that I'm not afraid to talk about. I've got a lot of other deals that are a lot bigger than that I won't talk about until they actually come to fruition. But that one there, you know, no problem talking about that one because I think it's just gonna be a fun little something to play with, and looking forward to doing it. So it looks like they're harvesting here, and that's a big thing with the air pollution. They have a lot of restrictions on that. That dust, that almond dust, can really get you. We're almost over to the Kratzmeyer tiny home project. Let's see what the progress looks like. All this beautiful ag, grapes over here and almonds over there. Well, here we are, just getting over here. Talked to Mike and Clayton about the old condor here. He's wanting me to get it out. So I got to figure out that this weekend. We're gonna get some batteries. That ought to make a pretty fun video. Try to fire that thing up and uneventfully drive it out to the ranch. That's the plan. Uneventfully. So when they get back, I think they're gonna be back tonight. We'll get them out here, get some batteries, see if we can't fire that old grill up and sneak it out to the ranch without getting any kind of trouble. We'll set up like a little flag system and have a pilot car follow. I think we can get it out there without any issues. These boys are going to town on this lot. Have all that base put down. No, there's Ron right there. Let's see, he's probably gonna complain about something. No, we'll see what he says. He's out here counting all his money. Okay, so these guys Ron just left. I don't like to put him on, it gets all weird if I put him on video. He's taking off in his $200,000 Cadillac to go do some more deals. We got Juan and his boys are here, and looks like they've got the insulation. They got the insulation and the drywall. And hey, putting that in right now. Wiring's going down. power's all hooked up already. That building's already got power to it. Direct burial cables all in. Everything's ready to be backfilled here. So we'll be, we're on the home stretch. Get this thing painted and drywalled. And our part of the trade will be done. And that means I came in, if everything works, keeps working the way it is, I'll be right there at 16,000 to build that, put the sewer, put everything in. I'm at 16. And I already showed you guys all the stuff I traded for it, so I think we did all right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. We're back on Plow Brothers. Finally. It's Sunday. I got the dogs. And we are headed up the mountain today. It's been a long week in Bakersfield. We got a lot done. Time to go up to Mammoth and get some more done. Got the windshield nice and clean for you guys. We're heading up into the mountains. Looks a little dingy. It's already 87 degrees at 9 o'clock, so I knew it was going to be a hot one today. Kind of wanted to get through the desert before that real afternoon heat comes on. It'll still probably be 100 degrees or so when we get over the top. Yeah, it's been a pretty heavy weekend. Got some news yesterday from up in Mammoth. There was a tragic accident, a racing incident, and a young 16-year-old boy was actually killed on the track. And I don't know, I think that might have been the first time anything that severe has ever happened. They canceled the rest of the racing, and it's just been kind of weighing on my heart ever since I heard about it. Just, you know, you never know. It could happen to any of us at any time, and you just got to make sure, you know, the people around you and the folks that you interact with every day, that you let them know how much you appreciate them and love them. And you just never know. It could happen to anyone. And it's really, really tragic. A young up-and-coming star like that kid was, something like that to happen. He was doing really well in the racing the whole weekend, and just had a freak accident, and just like that. But our prayers are with his family, and you know, we'll keep the family in our prayers, and it's just real tough. So just wanted to touch on that, and anybody out there wants to send any prayers, send that out for the family. And I know they're going through a lot right now.